Welcome to Javita. I want to give you a couple of quick tips to have some success here in our company right off the bat. One of the first things that you want to do, either when you get a new member started or you start yourself, is get launched immediately. We have a sheet that I like to give out at a home party. I'll give this out at a home party to somebody that just got started, or wherever I am when I get somebody started, whether it's a one-on-one, home party, whatever that situation might be. And what it really does is it outlines some quick steps to success. If you want to find this sheet, you can find it on our team Facebook page. If you click on this link right over here, this will take you to our team Facebook page. And you can download this from underneath the tab that says Files, and it's called the Launch Document. Now, here's the important things that we cover on this launch document for a brand new member right off the bat. Some quick tips to success. Number one, get launched. Get with your enroller within the first 24 to 48 hours to review the success guide. That guide can also be found electronically at javita.com/get started. Again, if you go to javita.com/get started, I'll put the link right up here as well. You can click on that link and it will take you directly to our guide, which will help you get started. Now, when I cover that guide, I only cover page 6 through 11 with a brand new member, and I'll tell you why. You don't want to overwhelm them with too much information. You know, page 6 through 11 is all they need to dig in and start getting involved in our company, and gives them the quick steps to success. The second thing we'd like to do is join that team Facebook page that we talked about. The third thing is go public, which we'll cover in a little more depth as I get into the success guide. And the fourth thing is to listen in to the new member launch call on Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock. Now, to me, one of the most important things that you can do for your brand new member is get them on that brand new member launch call Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern time. And I'll tell you why. Because if somebody saw Javita in your living room, you know, they're thinking Javita is just about as big as those few people that were in your living room. They don't realize that it's a much bigger opportunity until they get on that phone call and they hear people checking in from California and Ohio and Utah and South Carolina. And it adds excitement to your business. It adds that extra level of excitement and enthusiasm that you need to show people that Javita is a lot bigger than just inside that living room that they saw it at. And it's their first real step to a training. You know, it's their first real training that they're going to get before they do their launch party. The other information that's on this sheet is your upline diamonds information. You always want to know who your upline diamonds are. And the other thing we put on here is the upline director, manager, supervisor, our team Facebook page. Our team website is also on here, which I'll put the link right here if you want to click on it and find our team website. So let me jump into page 6 through 11 of the success guide. This is what we use to launch a brand new member. Now, I do it within 24 to 48 hours. I don't do it on the spot when I get a new person started, and I'll tell you why. You're going to give them too much information. You know, look at it this way. They've come to a home party. They've probably already invested an hour or two drinking coffee, getting to know everybody, listening to the presentation, driving home. You don't want to give too much that night. The next day, you want to get with that person within 24 to 48 hours to review this critical information. Now, you can go sit with them if you'd like to and have a cup of coffee, but keep it short, keep it simple, keep it to a half hour. The best way I found to do it is have them sit in front of their computer, and you can launch them electronically over the internet. And I just simply say this: go to javita.com, get started. Let's sit down and go over through page 6 through 11. I have them open up electronically to page 6. And the first thing I go over is the prepare part of page 6. On page 6, it says, there's no better way to jumpstart your Javita business than by hosting your own Java party. The party's where you're going to start to build your team of customers and members. Your first party should be within 4 to 7 days of joining. You should consider scheduling a second party shortly thereafter for the people that weren't able to attend the first one. And there's actually a blank spot right here, guys, for them to fill in when their first Java party is. So you want to make sure that you get a date. Now, by default, a lot of people are going to say something like, well, I don't know my schedule. I'm going to have to get back to you. At that point, what I do is I pull out my calendar and I say, well, I have my schedule right here. I'm open Wednesday at 6:30. I'm going to pencil you in. Why don't you get back to me tomorrow and let me know if that date works for you? That way you've got something scheduled, if people are a little bit hesitant to schedule that party. But you want to let them know that the number one way to have success in Javita is to schedule that party. That's where they're going to start to build this team of customers and members. The other thing I like to identify is people's why. Why are they doing the business? You want to understand what that person's why is, what motivates them, what makes them tick, how much extra they would like to earn a month. You'd be surprised. Some people, $500, $1,000, that's perfect. Not everybody gets into Javita saying, hey, I want to earn $10,000 a month extra. I mean, that could be a long-term goal, but if somebody wants to make $500 a month, let's show them the roadmap how to do it. And we do that by giving them a couple of goals that are right here on page 6. Sell your product from your star pack. That's going to help you get your initial investment back. Find your first 3 preferred customers to get your free coffee. Become a star. That's your first 3 members that join you at the $4.99 or $9.99 within the next 90 days. Become a star builder by helping your new members become a star. That's getting them their first 3 members. And then eventually get to that supervisor level, guys, which is going to be you in a car. And what that does is it shows evidence of success. It helps people realize that, they can do this too because you did it. So we want to get you in that car. On here, it also, on page 7, if you turn the page, it says go public. That's one of the things that we cover right here immediately at the home party. In fact, what I'll do at the home party, and here's a great tip for everybody out there, ask them to see their phone, go on their social media and say, do you mind if I update your status to say I just found out about a brand new weight loss coffee and it tastes great? I've had people leave the party with customers already because we're going to teach them how to private message their people back, not to answer right there on Facebook because you'll kind of kill the enthusiasm. You want to respond from anything that people write under that, I'll send you a private message. Then send them a link to the website that they got right away, right there on the spot. Get them customers right away, guys. Okay. The other thing is plugging in, and this book plugs your brand new member in. Here's what I equate being plugged into Javita to. You see this lamp back here? Okay. See, I got this lamp in 1981 on a family trip across country. Everything I have, I've had for a long time. I got the lamp, and I'll tell you what, if I didn't plug it in to the electric, it wouldn't shine like it is right now. I'd turn the switch and nothing would happen, right? But that lamp shines because I plugged it into the wall. Being a Javita member, there's a couple things you can do. You can become a member, get your coffee, set it up on the shelf, drink it, not share it with anybody, and not listen to any calls. You probably won't make any money. If you become a Javita member that plugs in and actually goes on these calls, listens, and gets your new members engaged on these calls, something special will happen to your team, and I'll tell you why. They see that you put value on it. You might send them a quick text to the brand new member. Hey, just a reminder, that call's tonight at 9 o'clock. Hope you can listen in. The next day, hey, I was wondering, did you hear that great point? Were you able to listen into the call? Put some value in those calls. Be the first one on. They start about 5 minutes early so you can announce your name. That's what's going to get your team on fire. On the bottom here, it shows you when all of our calls are. The next and most important call that we have is Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. It's the new member launch call. That is, like I said in the beginning, one of the most important calls, guys, that you can get your brand new team on. Now, the other pages in the book, 8, 9, 10, and 11, are all geared to list building. That's all it is. These calls are 100% geared to list building. The one that I like the best is on page 10. It's the memory jogger. Because one of the things most people say to me when they're brand new is this: Bill, I don't know anybody. And I go like this: yes, you do. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Do you know a golf pro, chiropractor, naturopath, physical therapist, engineer, bartender, bank manager? They put a name next to most of those questions. There's 100 of them here, guys, that are going to help you build your list. Those are the people that they're going to invite to their party. And that's a whole separate topic, inviting your list, which we can get into at another time. And actually, if you listen to that new member launch call on Wednesday nights, you'll get all that you need on how to launch your new member and teach them how to invite. Last thing I want to cover is the importance of a 3-way call. Can't really put enough value on how important it is to do a 3-way call from that party that you're giving this sheet to. Get that brand new person that just got started on a quick call from the party or on the way home or the next morning. Introduce your upline to that brand new member. Here's the value in that. First thing it's going to do is it's going to show them the value of a three-way call. They're going to hear from a third party. I'm going to get on and I'm going to edify you to your friend. Because chances are that person that I'm getting on the call with is a friend, and they don't look at you as a network marketing professional yet, but they will. Once they hear a blue diamond in the company or a director in the company or somebody that's in a magazine talk about you effectively, running your own Javita business, they're now going to put a lot more clout into your coaching, guys. So that three-way call is so valuable. I hope everybody took a little bit of information from this that they can use in their own Javita business. Click on subscribe right up here. Subscribe to this channel, guys, and you'll get all the updates and testimonials that you're going to need to have success. Thanks, guys. God bless.